But even the spoil part.
The spoil part,
the reason you can lower your expectation is because it didn't work with him. Now, if it worked with him, it's cool.
We wouldn't be having this conversation.
We would have this conversation.
Unless he died.
But if he spoiled you and did all of that and it didn't work, your expectations shouldn't be high.
Right. You should
Nothing about that spoiler worked.
No, it's not gonna make it high. You're gonna miss it though.
Yeah, I miss having my bills paid.
but that's messed up because you got to think about your guy or a girl thinking about a past relationship and what you don't fulfill in your current relationship. That's crazy.
I mean, but about it. I know y'all the guys doing the spoiling, but as a female, imagine like you were like, oh my God, my Shein card, I just want to go buy it right now. And they're like here, and you're just like, oh, and then you sit here and someone's like, you want to go on a trip, and you're like, my Shein card, you gonna pay for that? It's like, nah.
But then it could be the opposite way around. And the dude was like, I got my favorite eater, and it's like her drunk week. So should I be thinking about that all the time?
I just feel like sex is teachable. Paying my bills
It's
or not.
not.
We can say go get another job and then like.
I don't think sex is teachable. I mean, you might tell somebody
even
something.
with being spoiled, they still didn't fulfill something.
Yeah, that's facts.
So it's something that really glues you down in a relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
And if spoiling you does not work, that shouldn't be what you lead with.
Right.
No, it's not what I lead with. I'm joking. I did. Like Miss said, like sometimes when I go and swipe my own card, I be like, damn. This is my money.
That part, when I be like, ooh, I want to do this.
That's
I gotta
crazy.
pay.
Right.
You know what's crazy?
I booked my own trips this summer.
But women can do it, like you said, with sex.
Sick as
Like
hell.
women can do it with sex. Because it's like women have somebody that they really have great sex with. But because he doesn't have all of this stuff,
I'm just using.
nah, he only good for that.
Oh yeah.
They find what glues them down of that. So
That's
it should
the
be the
crazy
same
part,
thing
like,
with being spoiled.
You was talking about it earlier about, are you the fun guy? You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to be that guy.
Right.
I don't want to be the dude like, I'll just hit him up kind of late at night or whatever. I'm sorry. I don't want to be that guy. Because if you're with me for months on end and you're talking about a relationship, you're like, nah, I don't really think we should do that.
I heard so many men feelings doing that.
Yeah, it's just like, bro, I don't want to be that guy.
Yo, this is wild. And he's coming. This is wild.
What?
And I get this from women.
I'm nervous.
I am too.
Coming.
Okay.
Good man.
Okay.
God-fearing man.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a holy man. Women are not attracted to men that really live what they say through Christ.
I've heard that too.
I've seen women say, I want a man that know God.
I've heard that.
But he ain't all that holy.
Which one?
What in the hell is going on?
Rather you're too square or you're too not. Like, yeah.
What is that about?
Weird.
Would you date a holy man?
It depends on it. It really depends on it.
Not the creepy
No,
ones.
I mean,
Creepy
because-
ones that
If
try
he's
to hide
led by
behind
Christ, what is the better?
Because
What?
they use Christ as like a shield. There is guys who be out there and they use like the nice guy, like the holy guy shield, and then they hide it behind like the weird like smart comments or certain things they'll do because they expect something. So like, oh, y'all go out to dinner and date. Yes, he's holy, but then it's always something like. It's hard to weed out the good ones out the bad ones. Does that make sense?
I think
like,
he's talking about the ones that are like
the actual generally good.
Yeah.
They say go to
Yeah,
church and find a man,
yeah.
and then they say go to church
They
and find
consider
a
boring.
man.
Like they're the ones who say we're not going to have sex until
Yeah.
Oh, I would be like,
Oh my God.
No, I mean, like I said, I don't have a problem with somebody that is holy. The only time when it becomes a problem is when they are so structured by every single thing in that book and dismissing the fact that we're human, and they forget that the fact that God is graceful and merciful and we get all those things from him, and you just throwing it like you're using the Bible like rules and like this is what it's going to be and that's it. It's like, nigga, I'm gonna fuck up. You understand that, right? Like, and that right, you ain't even perfect, sir. Are you forgetting that you're imperfect?
Yeah.
So that's when it becomes a problem. When you become to the point where you're more holier than thou, then baby, you got to go get somebody else. Go find you a little nun or something, baby, because I ain't it.
They're not attracted to
holier
holy,
than thou.
righteous, Christ-fearing men. They're not attracted to them.
I know something like that,
You
but
know
just
why?
fine.
Because when people operate in that space, they also put up a mirror and you see your reflection. And when somebody is really operating like that, it casts conviction in you.
Right. Because you got to be judged off of that standard.
Even if they don't judge you by their words, their actions convict you. Because if you know you're not where you need to be, he's a constant reminder of that.
Uh-huh.
People like to have people that going through the journey and have falls and ups and downs because they are more relatable to you. Because they're in the struggle with you. But when somebody has really got their shit together,
you don't want to be around that person. Until you get your shit together. Hey, I need to catch up.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but like sometimes they come off judgy. Like they sitting right next to the throne of God or something.
But I feel like it's a way to deliver it. Like it'd be one thing if it's okay, you say I'm going to church a lot, and then you're like, oh well, Sunday I'm doing this, and you keep saying like, I know Sunday I go to church. So you know I go to church on Sunday, and you keep saying you want to hang out with me, and you know you can go to church with me, we can go to dinner, or lunch after church. You bring church into my life. So casually doing that instead of being like, dang, you sleeping in again? That's crazy. Oh, I wish I could sleep in. I'm at church. Or, oh, it must be nice to just be sleeping in and not talking to the Lord. Like, making comments like that is like, okay, you're doing too much. All you had to say was, you want to go to church with me today?
No, that's fair if they're doing that. That ain't God.
For sure.
That ain't holy.
But that's the judgment. Like, that's
I'm
the whole,
talking
like,
about the one that said, hey, let's go to church.
Right.
Okay.
And we can't do that because, you know, we got to be married before we do that. We're going to wait till we get married.
Fine.
You going to wait with them.
Damn. You didn't even use a word that time.
No, I'm fine with that. Like,
That's a gen too.
yeah, sex.
I don't think they're attracted to that shit.
It's
They
just like I
not.
said.
I
It
like
just depends
bad
on
boys,
how
bro.
you. It just depends on how you do it. Like if you
Delivery.
just like if you checking me for every single step I make, I'll be like, nigga, what?
If you moving like
Like,
you're the
you
pastor
act
and
like
you're not
you
the pastor, you're
perfect.
not a minister, you're not nothing, and you over
Why
here.
can't he live by the book?
Right.
No. But you're judging me and teaching me how to do it when you're still learning. Like,
Would y'all date a pastor?